Hey everybody, how's it going? If you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be looking at the Royal Kludge S85 10 keyless mechanical keyboard. We're going to be checking out how it sounds, what all you get in the box, the software that goes with it, what all the functions you get to use with it, and all the above. So guys, sit back, relax, and let's dive right in. And here we go. The Royal Kludge RK S85 keyboard. This is a 10 keyless keyboard with a turn knob for the display. So no number pad. A little bit sad, but it has everything else. That's individual keys. We have a nice little diagram here on the back. Nice and really nicely sealed. Love the new packaging. You have the cloud switches. It's fully RGB, hot swappable, which we'll go over more of those tech specs here in just a second, as we need to go into the tech specs. So those tech specs are 85 keys. It's going to be gasket mounted, 10 keyless, south-facing LEDs, built-in LCD screen for controls for the keyboard. It does have onboard storage for all of it. 7200 milliamp hour battery, tri-mode connectivity with 2.4 gigahertz, Bluetooth, and it's wired. Plus those hot swappable cloud blue switches. 5 layers of sound dampening, cherry profile with PBT keycaps. Weight is 0.95 kilograms, which we'll verify that later. Operating systems will be pretty much everything from Windows XP all the way up, including Mac, iOS, and Android. And everything you get, of course, in the packaging, we'll look at later. And of course, if you guys are enjoying these tech specs and everything you've seen so far, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, maybe. We're on our way, we're on the path, we're going forward with the channel and the subscriptions and all the above to get bigger and better as we move along through this journey. So maybe think about it, see if you like it. We'll continue on through the video. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing on out of here. Gotta shake it a little bit, it's a little violent. It's very well made, nice packaging, but it is a little bit difficult to get out. Got the nice little case right on top to protect the keyboard. And, of course, we got the extra goodies in and underneath the keyboard itself. We'll go ahead and get this out. Love that right inside here we do have the manual right on top. You can't miss it. We'll go ahead and set that off to the side. And underneath, this is where the extra goodies go. We've got the USB cable here. We've got the keycap puller and switch puller, and extra switches, which are those cloud linear switches. We'll go ahead and get these boxes out of the way. All right, and we'll go ahead and start out with the accessories here. Nice standard keycap puller and switch puller here. Do love that we get a little bit of customization to it with the name for Royal Kludge right there on the center. Sometimes these are just generically bland, but do have some branding. Next, we'll go ahead and check out these cloud switches, which look really nice. Love the 3-tone blue that we have to work with here. Really nice, smooth, linear switches. Got a pretty good sound to them. But we'll check that out, of course, here later as we do the sound test. Next, we'll go ahead and get out the USB cable here. Nothing too crazy, but it will be a nice USB-A and USB-C. Not any kind of adapters or anything. Do love to see those these days where you do have USB-C on both ends plus that USB-A adapter, but unfortunately we don't get it with this one, but it is a nice length. And of course, right on here on top, we do have that manual, which Royal Kludge, I gotta give them props. They do a pretty good manual, and they've already get a bonus point. I tapped it, you saw it. It's a booklet. A+. But on top of it already being a booklet, they do a great job at just illustrating everything. It's fairly simple. Sometimes there's a lot of words, but it's a booklet. We start off here with the wired connectivity. Next, how to use the Bluetooth connectivity. And of course, there are different modes when it comes to that. Then we got the USB dongle itself for the wireless and how to do the connectivity for that. The function keys. Of course, whether you want to use the function keys on the keyboard for certain things or the actual screen. backlight controls, which have the FN function, which also have function on the screen as well. And, of course, custom backlight sets, if you want to do that as well. But we do have software for that later. Now, we do have the wall of FN functions for media keys for Windows, media keys for Mac. We do have, of course, the FCC compliance, the, legality stuff that they had to put in here. And the statement, all of the above. So nothing too crazy. But again, most of the stuff can be done inside the software or on keyboard. And, of course, right here on the back, we do have their email address if you want to reach out to them if you need assistance. But again, A+, because it's a book. But then we get A++ because it's a good book. But we'll go ahead and check out this keyboard. We'll check it, see it. It's got a lovely cream color to it. It's kind of creamy white. And then we do have the dark blue, light blue combo, which looks honestly pretty neat. And we do have the spinning dial, which we'll check out all the functionality for that. Let's go ahead and check out the sound a little bit. It sounds pretty decent, which we'll do a full dive here in just a bit for that. So no worries. But it does feel pretty good across the board. Love the way it sounds. But overall, it's pretty solid when it comes to it. Those cloud switches really do put in some good work. And I do love to see when brands decide to use something that's not just, standard. Right here on the back, we do have some of the information if you guys need to remember that. Do have those double foots, 1 and 2, depending on how high you want it to be. Right off to the side, we do have the slider for whether if it's going to be wired, Bluetooth, or 2.5, plus a USB pass-through, and to the computer with USB wireless dongle. Which it does go in there. It does slot in really nicely and is magnetic. So no worry about losing that. It shouldn't fall out because it locks into place. Go ahead and get this turned on. Check out some of these RGBs a little bit. Does look pretty good. You can see the light through your fingers and through the keycaps really nicely. The colors are honestly pretty vibrant. Even in the studio lights, you can see the colors bleeding through really nicely. Now, one of the other notions we do have is the screen. This is kind of their big selling point here, which honestly, I love these keyboards with this. We can adjust almost everything, like brightness for the screen, for the RGB LEDs. We have the mode, the effects, and everything in between. So it is honestly pretty nice to be able to do this on the fly, which we're going to go through and test out all of this as well. And we'll just slide through here showing the home screen. You got time. You want to have that on there, which I prefer. You have the Windows Mac swap. That's up to you, of course. The effects, which we'll slowly go through these here, and we'll turn off the lights momentarily and show you those. And now if you want to change the specific effect, and do you want an RGB? Do you want a solid color? Again, brightness all the way down, all the way up. Speed, do you want it fast? Do you want it slow? Do you want it ripping? Whatever you want to do. Of course, language, we'd have English and Chinese. So not too many options, but they are there. And of course, if you want to choose which mode, you got the 2.4 pairing. Of course, this is just all within the menu on the actual keyboard itself. Now, we're going to go ahead and get these lights turned off here, and we're going to go ahead and check out some of the RGB function, but we'll show off more of it with the software later on in the video. We'll check out a little bit here. And look at that crispy RGB, which it works really good with the camera, honestly. No weird effects. No weird flashing. We can see a little bit of that with the LEDs, but honestly, it looks really clean. Now, of course, you can adjust the volume if you're not in the menu, but overall, we can just go ahead and see everything more clearly here on the main screen, just rolling through some of it. But I'm going to go ahead and go through some of these effects. There's a ton of these. But realistically, here in the dark, we're just kind of checking out how everything looks as far as how we are in darkness for when you're going to be using it, because I'm not sure if you're using studio lights every time you use this, but I know I'm not. But I'm going to quickly go through some of these, and we're going to speed through them a little bit and let you guys check it out. So sit back and enjoy. But let's go ahead and kick on these lights. And let's go ahead and go into the testing. So this is going to be the sound test. So we're going to go ahead and do a nice little typing test so you can hear just how the keyboard itself sounds. And go ahead and hear for yourself what you think. All right, and it sounds pretty good. Those cloud linear switches, honestly, they feel great. The sound, pretty crispy, pretty somewhere between crispy and creamy. Like, you can hear the tip taps, but it's also a kind of a soft, subtle. I like the way it sounds. Maybe potentially not to you, but it does look and sound pretty nicely with those switches. But next, we're going to go ahead and check out the software and see exactly what we have to work with here. And we're going to see what options you have, the macros, and everything that this keyboard can do. So let's go ahead and slide into that. All right, now into the software we go. Right here on the main page, we do have profile 1, 2, 3, and 4, which you can obviously make more than that. You can remap anything on any key for anything, whether if you want it to be a macro, media key, whatever you want it to be, you can make it happen. Window shortcuts as well, so if you want to open something, copy, paste, you can make full hotkeys for that. Now, you can't do any modifications to the wheel, but you can make modifications to pretty much anything. Now, if you want to export, modify, import, you can save these, send these to your friends, whatever you want to do. Right here, we have a test macro. So in here, you can go ahead and make a new one, but if you've already got one, you can modify it if you want. You can make it a fixed delay, default delay, or record the exact delay that you type in. You can modify the actual keys themselves. You can rename them. You can change the key all the way through. And here, we're going to go ahead and check out the lighting effects. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. We're going to speed through these, a little bit sped up, but so you can see all the different effects. Now, in the effects, you can see that you can adjust the colors, the brightness, how quickly they go through. Now, also to note, you can upload a GIF into this, and we're going to go ahead and show the progress here. This took a while. So I have here on screen the percentages on keyboard and in the program. And again, this does take quite a while. I sped this up a lot. And remember, the more frames you have, the longer this is going to take. But we'll go ahead and speed this up as well so we can go ahead and see and get through to the end. Lastly, on the end, we do have the language. We do have any software updates, firmware updates, if you want to do and check for those, which there's not a lot of those, but you will and can check for those if there's any kind of emergency patches that are sent out. Next, we're going to go and check out the weight and verify that 0.95 kilograms. We're going to check out the weight, make sure that that is accurate. Now, there are manufacturing differences, so that may not be 100% accurate, but there's usually within a good margin of detail that we can kind of assume that it may be up or down a little bit. But let's go ahead and get this thing on the scale and get this thing turned on. And looky, it's actually a little bit over a kilogram. Not by much. But again, whether if it's within like a 10% range, it's not too bad. And so that goes over just a little bit, but it's going to be pretty hefty. It is a little bit heavy. Next, we're going to check out the sound meter, see how loud everything is, because it does sound good, but how loud is the sound? Let's go ahead and check out the sound meter and see where we're at with the decibels for the different keys and how loud or soft you may need to type with it. All right, so right here into it, just general typing, we've got about 53 to 60, depending on which key you're typing on. Some of the regular keys are on the low 50s. The space key is going to be a bit louder, and the shift key seems to be one of the loudest ones as well. But now the click of the wheel is going to be a bit hefty, but overall, not too bad, not too loud, but it will be definitely noticeable. But guys, that's going to be everything with the Royal Kludge S85. Again, 85% keyboard with linear cloud switches. If you guys want to check it out, link will be down in the description below. Do appreciate them for sending this over for us to check out. Did use this quite a bit, and it was nice to use. But as a personal 10-key lover, was not my speed when it comes to that. But aside from that, this is a marvelous keyboard. The interface with the wheel and the menu controls, love that. So if you have any questions about it, ask me in the comments down below. Be all more than happy to answer anything that you have. And if I don't have it tested here in the video, I'll be more than happy to test anything if you have any questions. If I have it at my disposal, absolutely will help you out with that. But thank you so much again. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and make sure that you're following along for the journey. And until next time, you guys have a lovely morning or evening, depending where you guys are around the world, because I'll see you on the next one.